Hare Krishna. So thank you so much. This international conference, University of Hyderabad, and especially Dr. P. Jyoti and all the eminent delegates, speakers, and students over here. I'm thankful to all of you for coming together and being a part of this international conference. Please clap. I think you're not happy with the conference because if somebody is happy within, so our two doctors were talking, like Dr. Arvind and Dr. Pavan, talking about the oneness. But I'm feeling that lowness is here, oneness is not here. So you are MBA people, and I also come from an MBA background. In year 2002, I was in Symbiosis Pune, and I was doing a management course in marketing. Later on, I went to London for my London College of Management course in pharma, and I was a part of very big corporates, being into multinationals and making their products and brands market around the globe. And I was a group leader handling a team of more than 200 professionals in year 2006. But at that time, I met with a special scriptural book called Bhagavad Gita. And that Bhagavad Gita turned my life. And as Chetan Srivastav ji was sharing, that he joined University of Hyderabad in 2006 and I joined ISKCON in 2006. So my journey is like that. And in last so many years, I have understood about myself because there was a discussion when I entered this auditorium. Very nice session was going on Vedantas and Shastras and the need of scriptures. It's very, very important to know. And when I came to know about it at the age of 22, it was really inspiring to know about yourself. When we go to schools, from the very beginning, a teaching is given, who are you? And when somebody is on a deathbed till the late 80s or 90s, still nobody knows who am I. So life goes like that. So there are so many Upanishads told by Dr. And we should know about the Upanishads, from where the Vedas came. So all these Vedas, as the name given, Veda Vyas wrote all the Vedas, Atharvaved, Samved, Yajurved, Rigved. And I come from a family of Chaturvedis, where all the Vedas were stored in our area called Mathura. So my roots are from the place of Mathura. But being in the family of Chaturvedis, I never read Vedas. So this is a irony of life that people becomes Dubedi means to know the two Vedas, Trivedi know the three Vedas, and Chaturvedi should know the four Vedas. But the Kali Yuga is growing such speed that nobody knows the Vedas. Rarely people know the name of the four Vedas. So after I came to ISKCON, I read Vedas and a very special course I did called Bhakti Shastri. And after completing my scriptural, I researched Upanishads, Vedas, and I read all the 18 Puranas, and I came to a conclusion which is given in our Shastras. What is the conclusion? Like Dr. Pavan was mentioning about Ishopnishad and Ishavashyam idam sarvam yat kinchai jagatam jagat. So it's so great to know that Ishopnishad says that everything belongs to God. Everything belongs to God. You should take whatever is prescribed for you to eat, to live your life happily, and give the other person's path to the other person. Do not take everything. Because of a greed, we are taking others' things, thinking that it's mine. Why there are so many cases of divorces? Why there are so many cases of civil court cases are going on? Every day I am counseling around the globe very educated people because they are depressed from within. They know very knowledgeable, they have degrees and so many things. They are very corporate, big people, they're doctors, they're engineers, they're lawyers, but within they're crying because they don't know who they are. Well, they don't know who they are. Your identity is still missing. You can have a big corporate cards. I also have identity cards, a very big corporate cards, but I never know who am I. Till that I read Shvetashar Upanishad says, Bal Agra Shata Bhagasya Shatada Kalpitasya Cha. I am the tip of the hair, 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. I don't have hairs, but you have hair. You can think the tip of a hair, 10,000 parts. That is your identity. You are a soul. You're a soul. So there were the four Vedas, and then comes the Upanishads, and there come the Vedantas, And after the Vedanta, the first authorized commentary given by Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam, the conclusion of the 18 Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam, which says, who is God? Who am I? People don't know about this. There, digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 came. So in the initial Kali Yuga, 5,000 years back when the Kali Yuga started, Gautam Buddha came with a thought of a school of thought with a zero, voidism, that we are nothing, we are zero. And later on, Adi Shankaracharya came with one. We are one. So first comes zero, then comes one. The digital also it comes one only. So one comes. That we are nothing, God and we are one. But how can we are one? God as a Krishna can lift Govardhan Parvat. Can we lift? God can marry 16,100 wives. Can we marry? So by saying Aham Brahmasmi Jagat Mithya Brahm Satya, it does not mean the Jagat is Mithya. If Brahm is Satya, Jagat cannot be Mithya. If I am Satya, my shadow cannot be Mithya. It can be temporary, but it cannot be Mithya. So understanding this, because Shankaracharya is, who is Shankaracharya? Shankaracharya is the incarnation of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva says in the end, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudmate, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Marinam, Punarapi Jatire, Jatire Shainam, Yah Sansar Khalo Dustaro, Kripya Paro, Pahi Muraro, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudmate. Who said this? Shankaracharya. And people do not know what do you mean by moodha. Mood means, oh foolish person, why didn't you chant the name of Govinda? Why are you disturbed in this life? Just become in your swarupa. Who are you? Jivere sarup hoye Krishner nitdas. You are a servant of that Lord. Understand who is Lord? Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 3, verse number 28 says, एते च अंश कला पुंसा कृष्णस्तु भगवान स्वयं इंद्रियारी व्याकुलम लोके मृण्यन्ति युगे युगे. In all the yugas, Krishna comes in different forms like Rama, Narsingha, Varaha, in different avatars. But who is the Supreme Lord? Ete ch अंश कला पुंसा कृष्णस्तु भगवान स्वयं. I am not saying who wrote it. The Veda Vyas wrote in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse number 28. He wrote it. So we talk about Vedas. Oh no, Vedas does not say like this. Bhagavad Gita, it was quoted, Bhagavad Gita was taught there. Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, verse number 15 says, Sarvasya chaham hridasani vishto matah smritirgyanam apohanam cha Vedas cha sarvam ahameva vedyo vedanta krita veda vichaham. Krishna saying to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Sarvasya chaham hridasani vishto. I am residing in your heart, Arjuna. What are you thinking? Whatever you remember, your memory and your forgetfulness comes from me. Everything comes from me. Vedas cha sarvam aham eva vedyo. You wrote Vedas, you read Vedas, this Veda, 4 Vedas, Pancham Veda, Mahabharat, you read all. Vedas cha sarvam aham eva vedyo. You eat ice cream, you eat kheer, sweet rice, and sometimes for giving a flavor, ladies put some cardamom or some karpur, camphors to give a flavor to the kheer. So what is the essence? Kheer essence is cardamom, the camphor. If you take out the camphor and the cardamom out of the kheer, so what remains? Just a milk and some rice. Similarly, out of Vedas, if you take out Krishna, out of it, what remains? Only some paperwork and some authorized flowery language. Vadam pushpadam idam vacham. It is like a flowery language. Good to hear, good to know, but what to follow? What to follow? Krishna says, Aham bij pada pita. I am the father, seed giving father. Sarva yoneshu kontve. Now whatever yoni you think about the 84 lakh species, I am the seed giving father. I am the seed giving father. So when we don't know about it, then acharyas comes like Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, and the number comes 2. Number comes 2. 2 means we and God are equal, but we are 2. We are different. How come? And then in the 3rd number, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he gave the number 3. Achintya, bhedabhed. We are 2 and we are 1 also. How? Like if you take out a water and a drop out of a water, a drop also have a salt content and the water having a big ocean also having a salt content. What is the difference? Both are same, but what is the difference? The quantity is different, but the quality is same. So we are Sachidanand, God is Sachidanand. Brahma is Sachidanand, we are Sachidanand. What is the difference? The difference is he is Vibhu and we are Anu. We cannot copy God. We are always the servant of God. We eternal servant of God. Jivere Sarup Hoye Nityer Krishna Das. And that is required for a management person to know who am I. If I think I am a soul, the self-management process will be very easy. We people are living our life for the Shreyas, but we should live our life for the prayers. What is prayers? Prayers is small goals, and the Shreyas is long-term goals. Prayers is short-term goals. How can be happy? By watching a movie, by going for a picnic, going for an outing, utilizing a mobile, or girls going with the boys, boys going with the girls, hanging around. It is a small happiness. But you look out for a long-term happiness. This happiness, till the time is a boyfriend or girlfriend is going around, it's very nice. But once they get married, happiness goes away. So how come the happiness goes away? That Chandramukhi becomes Surajmukhi. And after the children, they becomes a Jwalamukhi. So in that case, we need to understand who am I. Otherwise, it will be difficult to sustain the spiritual life or material life. So for every material problem, there is a spiritual solution. What is spirituality? If spirit means soul, and rituals means there are so many karma kandas, we are doing rituals like incenses, deepak, roli, chandan, kalava, so many things we are doing. But where is the soul inside it? Do we know why we are doing it? If I have asked 1,000 number of people many times, why we pour water on the Lord Shiva? The answer is we don't know. Why we pour? It is a custom. It is a custom. But why? So I have more than 5,000 YouTube videos available and have more than 1 crore followers and have more than 99 million clicks on my videos. If you go, you will find for all the questions I have given answer. Why we are doing it? Why we are rotating a deepak like this to the Lord? Why we are praying like this, not like this, not like this? So why different sampradaya having a different tilaks? Why are people having, like Muslims having a cap? Why the Indians having, the Hindus are having this kind of tilak? Why this kind of Western wears? Why kind of ethnic wears? So for every questions I have given answers. Logically, for the new generation to know what are the importance of our Vedas, what is the importance of our scriptures in the spirituality. So when you plus ritual plus spirit, that becomes spirit, ritual, spiritual. When you're doing something from your soul, I know why I'm paying obeisances to Lord. Who is Lord? Who am I? Then only have a relationship. No, I am marrying a woman. I don't know who she is, but I like it. Whom you like it? You have never seen her. I know God. God is great, but who is God? I have never seen. He is Nirakaram. If you don't know God, who is God? How will you love God? Then whatever you talk, it will be a flowery language, but you will never connect to God. Because for connecting a God, avyaktam vyaktam prapannam manaye abuddhaya. Krishna says in Arjuna, Bhagavad Gita, avyaktam vyaktam prapannam. If you think God is a formless person, and then he becomes a vyakta, avyaktam vyaktam prapannam manaye abuddhaya. If that person doesn't have a mind, he's not understanding. So why Adi Shankaracharya did like it? So there are many instances from Padma Purana. When you go, you will find Shivji is saying to Parvati, oh, one work is given to me. How can I can go and mislead all the souls from the foot of Lord Krishna. Krishna has given me this kind of service. You go and read Padma Purana. I can give you all the references because I am talking of my 15 years of research. It's not about that I come from some society and society has imbibed me that thought. I am a scientific man. I cannot accept anything without the intricacies and without the logics behind it. So I have all the pramanas, all the proofs. You can come, you can discuss, you can read, and you can understand what is the importance of God in our life. For example, there is a water, and you are in a management life. You are in a water, and you are residing on a boat, and boat is moving. Now, I ask you a question. Water is your enemy or water is your friend?
Unless it enters.
Very nice. Clap for sir. Very nice. So once the water enters the boat, it becomes an enemy. Until the time we are on the water, it's our friend. It takes our boat from one side to the other side. Similarly, mind is an enemy and mind is also like a friend. Ripu eva mitra chaha manha chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balabhadradam tasyam nigraham manyam vayurevam sudashkram. People talk about meditation. We can sit like this, close your eyes. Oh, Krishna was the supreme personality of Godhead standing in front of Kurukshetra. And Arjuna, still now, entire world printing the same model on the Bhagavad Gita cover page. Arjuna. Why Arjuna? That Arjuna can control the wind. Among you, how can control the wind? Who can control the wind? Arjuna is saying, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, Pramati Balabhadradam. It is too difficult to control the mind. I can control the wind, but I cannot control the mind. Are we greater than Arjuna? Can we control the wind? So how can we control the mind? By meditation. Meditation is not for Kali Yuga. Srimad Bhagavatam references says, Krato yato dhyayeto Vishnu tretayam yagyate mukha dwaparam paricharyam kalo tadhari kirtana. This is the reference given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto. You read. It is the scriptures of our Indian basis. Vedic scriptures, Vedic Shastra is very important. I am a management person. Until that I do not have a references. I have never moved on to this path for last 17 years. I have given my complete young youthhood for understanding the Vedas, Shastras, and preaching it to the complete globe. I travel a lot and give to the youth people out of depression. How can you come out of depression? So understand your mind. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. This mind is very, very, very difficult to control. Then Krishna says, Asanshayam mahabaho manahadu nigram chalam. To control the mind, it is very difficult. Asanshayam, stamping on it. It's too difficult. But abhyasen tu kontue vairagyen cha grihate. If you practice, what? Vairagya. If you practice vairagya. So somebody was asking about balancing to sir, and they were giving very nice answers about how Arjuna utilized the fighting. But how Arjuna fight? Arjuna was a Kshatriya. At that time, Kshatriya was not a caste. That was a profession. Today, now it has become, because of some political agenda, it is a caste. Brahmana was not a caste, it was a profession. If somebody is having 8 qualities of a Brahmana, he is called as a Brahmana. Like, if I ask, who is a doctor? You will say doctor is a person who holds a degree of a PhD or MBBS. He is a doctor. Similarly, for a Brahmana, 8 qualities were required. Shama, Dama, Tapa, Shocham, Shantir, Arjavam, Evacha, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam, Brahma, Karma, Svabhajam. He is called as a Brahmana. But now, casteism comes up and everybody says, I am a Brahmana. Kshatriya person says, I am a Kshatriya. Warrior, you need chivalry, you need power, you need fearlessness, you need victorious mood, then you can call it as a Kshatriya. That is a profession. So Arjuna asks Krishna, Krishna, I don't want to fight. Then Krishna says to Arjuna, Mani arpitam mana buddhi, mam anusmaranam yuddhacha. You have to fight, but thinking about me, mam anusmaranam yuddhacha. Mai arpatam mana buddhi. Do your daily task, go to your office, go to your business, go to your school, go to your college, do your task, do your work, but thinking about me, mam anusmaranam yuddhacha. Our Acharya, Srila Prabhupada from ISKCON used to say, if boy have a girlfriend, then always boy think about that girl, without letting know the parents whom I am loving. Similarly, if you love God, without letting know about others whom I am loving, that is called a real love. Otherwise, a false love, people brand. One girl goes to Archie's gallery and says, Valentine Day is coming, I want to gift a card. बोले क्या कार्ड पर लिखा होना चाहिए? बोले तुम मेरा पहला पहला प्यार हो. तो उसने निकाल करके दिया शॉपकीपर ने. बोले लीजिए आपके लिए, दे दीजिए जिसको आप प्यार करती हैं. कहा ऐसे 10 दे दीजिए. तो इस संसार का जो प्यार है वो कैसा है? False. It's not a true love. And true love can only exist between a soul and a super soul, a jiva and Ishvara. So for understanding it, you have to go for a prayers, long-term goal. I left my corporate career. Sometimes people ask, one of my friend was asking me, she was in Germany, and she said, oh, you change your attire, you change your look, you were so smart in college days, now you changed a lot. What are you doing nowadays? I said, I'm spreading the message of Shastras, scriptures, Vedas, Vedic Gyan. She said, oh, you are a spiritual teacher then. Yes. And what are you doing? She said, I am researching on monkeys nowadays. So I said, very nice. You are wasting your life on monkeys, and I am making men who were monkeys before. So, so we have to see how we can use our life. So for this, you need to understand, stop finding the faults among others. You have to have a practice. There are 4 things to be practiced. Huh? So Dharma has 4 pillars, 4 pillars of Dharma. First is mercy. Second is cleanliness. Third is austerity. And fourth is truthfulness. Daya, swachhata, tapasya, and then satyata. So if you have 4 things, then that religion, that path can be called as Dharma. There are 4 legs of Dharma, 4 pillars of Dharma. If you are not a merciful man, if you are talking irrelevant to many people, you talk even abusive to someone, it is called as hinsak vani, then you are not a dayavan person. If by your actions, if I irritate someone, then you are not a dayavan person. Because dayavan person thinks about sarve sukhinam bhavantu, sarva saying, sarve sukhinam bhavantu. So everybody should be happy. That is real daya. If I think about everyone, that I should give this real knowledge, though I am the most non-invited person most of the places, because people don't want to hear about God. So they think, oh, he's come, he will talk something, it's a waste of time, I have to work hard. I guarantee you, in my first company, when I joined, my professor, the trainer asked me, how many of you think, after I completed my MBA and I joined a company, he asked, how many of you think that this life goes on destiny, and how many of you think the life goes on work hard? So I said, 90% is hard work or 10% is destiny. I said, no, sir. 90% is destiny, 10% is hard work. So he said, how can you say that? You are coming in a best multinational company, joined our company, and you are saying that you just came without hard work, but just because of destiny? I said, yes. I really hard work in my 10th class, 12th class, graduation, but I did not get good marks at that time. But when my final post-graduation was going on, I was a topper of a university. But I did not study it that much that I studied in graduation. How come? Because my destiny has planned. The day I was born, my complete achievements were planned by God, that you will going to achieve this. Dukh or sukh, ये दोनों planned होते हैं, planned. Like a red light is a plan, red light will come, then you have to wait, a green light will come. And then green light is come, you are happy, oh, green light. Wait, red light will also come. Similarly, sukh and dukh are a pair. If sukh is coming, dukh will also come. And if dukh is coming, do not worry, sukh will also come. Because the sukh and dukh comes without asking to God, oh God, sukh sampatti dehi, kasht mite tanka. You do not have to say this. God knows what you require, what is your basic requirement, and He will provide you whatever is required to you. So we have lot of enrichment in our Shastras, lot of faith on our Shastras. You will find you are always very blissful in all the opposite situations. If somebody is abusing you, and you will think that I am a soul, you are irritating my body, but I am not this body, I am a soul. So you will not get irritated because of some managerial issues or some subordinate issues or some colleagues issues or some peer pressure. You will not get irritated because you will think he is saying to the body, not to the soul. If somebody says there are 4 cars parked outside, one is Mercedes madam, other is a Audi sir, another is a Fiat madam, another is a ambassador sir. You never say like this, because you do not identify person with the car, you identify the person. Similarly, this body is like a car. Yantra arudi mayaya hriday deshi arjuna tishtati. Krishna says, I am residing in your heart, and this body is like an instrument to complete this human life, to reach to the achievement of God. You need to understand that I am a part and parcel of God. This whole life is given to help others, to understand myself, and to serve God. Do not waste my life. I should not waste my life. And you will find very blissful life. Sometimes the young people think that spirituality is a bogus thing, and it is for the doctors to know and to read Shastras and Vedantas. No. I surrendered to God at the age of 22. And I lived the last 20 years. I can guarantee you that enjoyment I enjoyed in last 20 years, I have never enjoyed in my college days, never enjoyed in my school days, never enjoyed my graduation, post-graduation days. That kind of enjoyment I am having last 24 years. Very, very enjoyable. Because guidance means G means God, U means you, I means I. God, you and I dance together on the names of the Lord, holy names. So we dance, we enjoy, we relish when we know about why this mishappening is happening with me. If you know the cause, remote cause, the ultimate cause, you are very happy. You remain stressed out because you never know the answers of your questions. But once you have answers of your questions, you can always be blissful, you can always be happy. Okay, so it's like that. So you have to understand the four pillars of dharma. First is mercy, second is cleanliness. Always try to maintain the cleanliness. Cleanliness not only about the external cleanliness, having perfumes and a good dressing, bathing many times. Cleanliness from the within. You should be very, very pure from within. Pure from within, how can you stay? Just think about happiness of others. Think about serving others. Just think about having God in inside everyone. Whether somebody is a Islamic or a Christian or a Hindu, do not go about the bodily religions. Just think soul is within and super soul Paramatma is within everyone. We have great acharyas, like we have Scon's Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes people think 70 years of age is a retirement age. We should sit down, plan like this. Nowadays, young generation in Delhi, mostly, after 50 people plan retirements. And they say, I should have that much money in my account that I can live happily. We can go with wife and go around, hanging around, going to the world tour. But Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70, he went to America and changed the complete community at the age of 70, changed 22, 23 years of age of children. Why? Because Swamiji gave them a real happiness. The real happiness is within you. You just need to surrender to the God. You will find happiness is not outside. Happiness is within you. Once there was a person, he was searching for a key, lost in a dark park. And guard came, asked, what are you looking here? He said, I am looking for a key. Bole, what kind of key? Bole, my car key. Bole, where is car key? Bole, my car key lost in the garden. Well, then go and search it out in the garden, but there is so much of darkness. I want to search where there is a light. So similarly, we think this material world is very effulgent, very good, going around here, there. It is going to give me very happiness. Drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, people go to drugs, enjoying ladies, ladies enjoying women, women enjoying male, male enjoying female. What is this? You will never get enjoyment. Later on, you will end up in a depression only. And in this Corona time, I rescued 122 educated students, postgraduates out of suicidal cases. 122 in this Corona time. There was a woman, she said, I am postgraduate staying in London. I am having a master's degree, I'm a gynecologist. But I want to die. Why? Because I applied for an examination. I could not clear that examination. So how will I face my children? My children will say, Mama, you want us to grow in education, bring good marks, and you are a failure. So how could I see my face? How could I show my face to my children? She was in depression and wants to go for a suicide. I said, hold on. You have so many achievements. You are MBBS, you're gynecologist, from Indian family staying in London. You are now rescued. You are by the God's placement, destined that you are successful. But your expectation is going on increasing. What is this? There is a solution for a need, but there is no solution for a greed. There is no solution for greed. God will take care of your needs, definitely. If you do not work also, God will provide you the basic necessities of fooding, clothing, and a shelter. But if you go for a greed, nobody can provide it. Nobody can provide it. Once Naradji was traveling, and traveling, he found that one person came to him and said, Naradji, please give me some money. He said, oh, you need money? Where is the kamandal? Because in old era, ancient times, people used to carry kamandal for getting money. So he said, where is the kamandal? He said, hey, this is my kamandal. Give me some money. He said, I am a renunciate person. I am an ascetic yogi. How can I give you some money? Come to Kubera. So they went to Kuber. And they said, give me money. And Kuber gave some money. Then slowly, gradually, Naradji went away. As a saint, he traveled for preaching. Later on, he came back and he found out, still, Kuber's khajana is empty. Everything is gone. And this person is still holding. He asked, what is your kamandal is made up of? He said, by human brain. So So human skeleton, he said, I was just going through a jungle and found a human skull, and I made a kamandal of it by making a thread on it. So humans sometimes behave worse than animals. If you go for a snake, ecological system, snake eats only the rats. Snake only eats the rats, or the reptiles, or the insects. And the vultures or the eagles, they eat only the snakes, the reptiles. But if the term come to humans, we can eat anything. Once there was a person in Japan or China, he was sharing, we people eat whatever moves. So I was surprised to know they eat whatever moves. Oh, really? They have a New Year party where their whole year in the society, they collect the lizards and the cockroaches in their area. And they collect as a collective effort, and then they celebrate New Year party by frying the lizards and the cockroaches, whole collected in a year in the society. So that kind of people are also in Japan and China. So just imagine if you people thinking of settling in abroad, you're going to get this kind of food. Are you ready? So India has so much ample amount of knowledge, Shastras and Vedas. So that cleanliness means cleaning from within. Read your Shastras, whatever Shastra, whatever book, whatever scripture you want to read it. Scriptures are the basis of a human characteristics. In past era, people used to say, if health is gone, nothing is gone. If your money is gone, something is gone. But your character is gone, your everything is gone. But nowadays, things have changed. Now people say, if money is gone, everything is gone. If health is gone, something is gone. And if character is gone, nothing is gone. You can have a loose characters. So once Mahatma Gandhi was traveling to some country for an international conference like we are having it. So the guard stopped him and said, oh Swamiji, because I also go in this attire of dhoti kurta na. So people think, oh, it's Pandit ji, I'm doing some karam kanda, yagya, havan puja. We don't have any puja. They don't know what about who I am, what I do and what I read and what I realized. So they don't know about it. So Mahatma Gandhi said, oh, this is your country. In our country, character is not meant at the tailor's shop. If you think that only the garments can give you the character is not meant at the tailor's shop. If I wear a raiment suit, they will say, oh, Swamiji, oh, ultimate Swami. If I go dhoti kurta, oh, it's a poor Swami. So do not make pity feel about your Vedic dresses. Before 1970s or 1950s, Indian people used to wear dhoti kurtas. In our Vedic Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophies, we have Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Kedarnath Babu from Bengal. He was the first district magistrate of India in the British rule. And for him, still you can go to Mayapur near Calcutta. His place is still there. He used to wear dhoti kurta and a blazer, a lawyer's coat. He was a district magistrate and a president for the Jagannath Puri temple. At that time, he was managing his rounds of chanting of the holy name, managing his 13 children as a grasta, managing the temple of a Jagannath Puri temple, and also managing his law-given jobs every day. And he used to wear dhoti kurta. But when the time grows, now jeans comes into fashion. But jeans is coming from the country where people are not habitual of washing and bathing. So for the farmers or for the laborers, they created jeans. And now jeans is a fashionable thing. Jeans is in. No, jeans is out. So it's like that. Why the perfumes came from Paris? Because Paris people don't bath for 7 days. They are so beautiful that they think, what is the use of bathing? So they find out that smell is coming. We don't bath, but smell is coming. Sweat is coming. So they tried out and find out, oh, we can have perfume. So now the Paris perfumes are the internationally known brands, the Paris Beauty, because they don't bath. But Indian people bath 2 times a day. So what is the use of perfumes for us? If you go for a leather products coming now in leather jackets, the leather purses, and leather shoes, leather belts. For every leather, one animal is killed. And you can't call yourself as a dharmic person if you are having leather products in your hand or your body, because you are killing one animal, and on the killing of that animal, you are using a leather fashion products. Go for a Vedic culture, use jute, cotton, you use anything, but do not go for, or artificial resins are coming now if you need a corporate shoes or corporate things, but do not go for leather. Because for leather, in the prime pre-Asian times, If animal is died natural death, then its leather is used for making the products. But nowadays, for a marketing, for a industrial revolution, the complete world is picking the animals from the roads, killing in the slaughterhouses, taking out their skins, and making your products available for you. A big brands, 5,000 rupees of purses and 1,000 rupees of a belts or 10,000 rupees of shoes. You will earn your whole life just to have that brand, but the reason behind it, killing an animal. How can you call yourself a dharmic? Putting a tilak will not prove that you are a dharmic person. Your character from within, how you are, what you feel from within. That is important. Mercy and cleanliness from the inside. And then comes the austerity. Austerity means you wake up in the early hours of the morning. How many of you wake up early at 4 or 5? Few among you. But very good. At least we have few. So there are two types of people. One are Chandravanshi and one is Suravanshi. Chandravanshi people are those who wake up till the moon is there. And the Suryavanshis are those who wake up after the sun is there. So you can imagine you're a Suryavanshi or a Chandravanshi. so this is life actually. Austerity means wake up early. For everything there is a Muhurat. Sir, we want to open a library. Sir will ask to the students, have you consulted a Panditji? We need a Muhurat to do it. We need a Muhurat to do it. For marriage, have you taken a Muhurat? For inauguration, have you taken a Muhurat? For a land opening, for a shop opening, for a college opening, for auditorium opening, we need a Muhurat. So the early hours of the morning is called as Brahma Muhurat. So what is that Muhurat? To know that ultimate Brahma, you need to wake up early, rise early. You can understand God because there is a Muhurat. If the Muhurat is gone, which is our 24 minutes only, it's gone, it's gone. So if you are a sick person also, wake up for that time and sleep on the later hours of the day. But at least wake up in the early hours. That is austerity. And then comes Satyata, truthfulness. Always talk what is written in the scriptures. Do not talk hanky-panky things. What I feel, sometimes there are so many organizations in the world, societies, they say, actually, I feel like it. I feel like it. Who are you? What do you feel? Your feeling is not the truth. Truth is what is written 5,000 years back by the Satyavesh avatar Vedas. What I feel, if everybody starts feeling, there will be a crisscross of so many thoughts, school of thoughts, and that is happening in India. There are so many thoughts coming, my society, my society, my society. If you talk about Mahabharata, what is the religion available at that time of Mahabharata? In your serial, have you seen? In serial of Mahabharata, have you seen any other religion? There were only two religions. One were Krishna for Krishna favor, other were Krishna's against. Bas. Sanatan Dharma was there too. Sanatan Dharma does not mean Hindu Dharma. Do not think Sanatan means Hindu. Sometimes people are mistakenly taken Sanatan as Hindu. Sanatan means the religion of soul and super soul. Soul never dies. Nainam chandanti sastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kalodanti apo, na shoshati marutaha. So the soul can never die. So that the religion which talks about soul and the God, the supreme God who never dies, that religion is called as Sanatan. Eternal religion. So we talking about the Hindu or a Islamic or a Christian or a Sikh or a Buddhism or a Jainism on the basis of the bodily consciousness. But this international conference, the diversity, equity and inclusion is happening only for taking you to the inner consciousness and going out from the outer consciousness to the inner consciousness. So I'm ending my talk with the last point I want to address is there are two types of circles in our life, which is called as inner circle and outer circle. Inner circle and outer circle. The circle of concern and a circle of care and concern, once you say, and there are outer circle. So circle of concern means there are some things which we are concerned about, but we can't change. And this circle, inner circle is called a circle of influence, which you can influence. I give an example. And you can, anytime you can go out of stress. If I ask you a question, who will be the next prime minister? Is it a circle of influence or circle of concern? MBA students? No, how can it influence you? Anybody can a prime minister? Even if you vote somebody and somebody comes on as a prime minister, you can't change. It's a concern, but you can't influence it. Who will win the match? It's a concern or influence? Concerns. So we basically waste maximum time of our day on the circle of concerns instead of working on the circle of influence. How can I change myself? To wake up early is a circle of concern or influence. To be honest, it's a circle of concern or influence. So what I can do, it my voluntary organs can do, that is circle of influence, which I influence, I can create. And the circle of concerns, there are so many concerns. Like husband and wife were sitting together, and then one person came on their 25th anniversary. Said, nice to know you celebrated 25 years of anniversary together. It was so nice to know about it. So he asked a question, how come? So husband says, very easy to manage. The young fellow said, uncle, please tell me how. He said, very easy to manage. Big decisions, I take. And small decision, she takes. Oh, wow, what a Vedic family. What kind of big decisions you take? He said, who will be the prime minister? Who will win the match? And what kind of small decision she takes? Who will come to her family? Who can be the guest? So this is how a person makes himself out of all those controversies. Stay secluded, think about God, live, remain happy. MBA, when I completed my MBA, so once it was a seminar going on after the completion, the convocation ceremony, and my professor asked, what do you understand about MBA? So there were so many definitions going on. Managing the consumers, the markets, establishing the products, industrial revolution. So every language we all know. How to tackle PPT, copying from Google, pasting it, making presentation, showing to the seniors. Very easy. But what the real mean of MBA? Well, MBA means मुझे बेचना आता है. मुझे बेचना आता है. Well, if you can't sell your product, then MBA means मंद बुद्धि आदमी. So there are only two options. Either you can sell your product, or either you can become a dumb man, a mandbuddhi admi. So decision is in your hands. You want to connect to God, live your life happily, and you want to sell your product. So when I come to know that selling a product is an MBA strength of an MBA, the SWOT analysis says strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. The SWOT analysis let me know what strength I have. So I came to know that I am a trainer in my corporate organization about selling the material products. Why can't I sell the spiritual product? And I become a spiritual salesman. So I came to ISKCON and I started selling the message of Bhagavad Gita to the entire world free of cost. I did not charge. So because in this complete world, people are selling even the mud. They're selling the mud. But I am giving the ultimate message of God free of cost. Still people are reluctant to take it. They have their school of thought. 40 years! I know this. How can I accept Krishna? How can I accept Bhagavad Gita? Do not accept, waste your life. When your soul is out of your body, out body experiences, you will realize, oh God, give me one more chance. I will follow Prashant Mukund Prabhu and I will follow ISKCON. I will follow Bhagavad Gita. Then Krishna will say, the God will say, the Yamdutas will say, sorry, time is over. Time is over. So you have time. Realize, Bhagavad Gita is now a management book studied by the most of the intelligent people of the world. People read it every day, realize it, introduce it, apply it in their life, and they live their life very happily. You have a chance. God gives chances, different type of chances. Like you will say that, where is God? God will say, I gave one person in front of you to choose the path of religiousness, but you rejected it because of your ego. Ahankar vimuratma karta hamiti manyate prakarte kriya manani gune karmani sarvasha. Because of three modes of nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Bind by the three modes, I think I am a doer. Oh, I am doing it. I make the presentation. Who are you? Who are you? The Cassius Clay was the biggest bodybuilder, a boxer, Muhammad Ali. And once he was 27-year-old, he suffered with a disease. In later stages of life, he could not lift a cup of tea. What to talk about knocking someone in a boxing shorts? So what do you think about what is my body? How I'm speaking? If I say, oh, I'm speaking so nice, people are laughing, people are happy, my presentation is very good, nothing. I am an instrument in the hands of God. Nimit matrein bhavasava sachi. Arjun, you fight. The people in front of you, they are already dead. But if you fight on my order, you will achieve the awards. But you run away from your duties, you will get so many negative things. People will laugh on you. Being a Kshatriya king, you ran away from the war field, the battlefield. So do not run away, do your duties, but thinking about me. Mam anusmaranam yuddhacha. So life is very easy. Chant Hare Krishna mantra every day, and you can do your work, profile things. I have a Grasta family, I have a children. My children goes to school and they chant every morning. They are studying in schools, nicely performing things, and teachers are very happy that your children are performing better than other students. And it's a research. If you go on Google and go and search out among the complete entire mantras available in the entire world, it's a medical research done by the professors of the world universities. You go, Maha Mantra, the power of the Maha Mantra. You will find out it is a logical study done with the clinical studies with so many people taken up, and they found the people, those who are chanting the mantra every morning, do not think it's a Hindu mantra or it's a Sanatan mantra. It is a mantra of a soul. It's a mantra of a soul. So if you chant, you will realize, oh, my mind is becoming very calm. Now my productivity can increase. My work profile can increase. If I do not chant some days, it becomes very difficult to deliver lectures. But if I chant in the early morning of the hours, I can deliver many classes. Like I wake up in 3 a.m. today in Delhi. I went to airport. I chanted my rounds for 2 hours. I meditated on the holy name of the Lord. I read scriptures in my airplane. Landed up here. Did not have a sleep. Without any food. Little bit of a snack. I came here. I'm delivering a class. After finishing this class, I'm going to Hyderabad city for delivering another class from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I will sleep around 11 p.m. And then again, I will wake up in 3 a.m. next morning. And again, tomorrow I have so many programs. So every day I am going last 17 years regularly like this without any single break. From where the power is coming? Without any money. Nobody is paying me money, neither the Hyderabad people, neither the university people. Without any money, how the motivation comes? That is the power of the Mahamantra. And you will find out Dr. Ranganath Swami from India has researched out the people in the wards, operation theaters. The nurses used to fearful after seeing the bloods and the operational things. And when they started chanting the mantra, their fear went away. They become so calm. And now they're saying every day we come to office, our hospital, we chant Hare Krishna mantra, and then we go for our operation theater work. And they're very happy. So recently I visited Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Hospital in Delhi, and there were people, those who are suffering with cancers. In the last time, only 6 months left of their death, and they were very depressed and suffering. The families were crying, and I delivered a lecture and gave them some therapies and theories. They were so surprised and were so happy, loudly chanting the mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They were very happy. They were very happy. They were very happy. They said, oh, what to talk about 6 months life? We are happy to go now because we are going to meet our God who is so beautiful. Who is so beautiful, God. We're going to meet that God. But if you are fearful on a ventilator, oh, save me, God. Save me. But by your request, God will never save you. Because if He starts saving, then who will die? So God will not listen to your request. He will listen to only your prayers when you are inside this body. So till you are inside this body, utilize this time understanding yourself, understanding God, reading Bhagavad Gita and applying in your life, and you will feel, oh, what an easy way to live life with the relishment. I have more than 5,000 followers as an individually counseling team. 5,000 people are working people. Nobody left their material world. They're staying with their children, with their wife. They are corporate people. They are working. People have a myth that ISKCON people make people leave their families. No, I am living in my family. 5,000 people connected to me in different areas of the world. Australia, Europe, Canada. You talk about Dubai, Sohar, Abu Dhabi. People are working, corporate people. But when you come to office, you are happy. You come to home, you are happy. Material person goes to office, come to while going office, boss will say this. Come to home, wife will say this. But Hare Krishna people go to office, Hare Krishna, God has already planned a day for me. Come back from office. Oh, whatever wife says, children says, God has already planned a life for me. I can be blissful, happy, and cherish my life. Okay, thank you so much.